Hi everyone, it's Kath from Experience Wellness and welcome to Free at 3. So it's 3 o'clock, we're on Thursday and I've decided because my schedule can be quite hectic and busy sometimes, it's just going to be a random day of the week. I was hoping for Friday, but tomorrow I've got something on so I can't do it then. But welcome anyway, it's Free at 3. Now don't forget you can get it two ways. First way is obviously be in this group. So the more videos we do, they'll get uploaded straight away on here. What I'm also doing as well with the blog, which will go into the newsletters, is putting them on a specific web page on my website as well via the blog. So you can sign up for that, and to do that, just go onto my website, doesn't matter which one, pop your name and email in, or email me and I can do it for you. But those are two ways to get these videos. So thank you very much. This is the second one we've done. The first one was all about back releases and just generally getting your back a little bit more mobile. I've had amazing feedback from that, so thank you very much. Please do them. There's some lovely messages and some messages on Facebook as well, private and public ones. And that's amazing because you're doing it, and that's the bottom line. Whatever it is, you just need to do it. So I thought, well, on the back of that, literally, because our backs are so integrated with the pelvis and the hips, we do hips next. Again, I'm not doing this for any particular body. I just want to keep giving this proviso out, if you will, because I don't know who's going to do these videos. You may love it so much that you send it on your social media stratosphere, and I have no idea who might be doing it. So remember, this is for nobody in particular. So just make sure that it's comfortable for you and that you can do them all. And it's my delight to show you the 5 moves. Some of these are positional, so it's not quite exactly 5. It's sort of 3 and a bit or something. We're looking at positions as well. Now the hips then, if you think about the hips, it's from the bum all the way around. They're also very closely linked as well to the lower back through some fascia. I call it sausage skin in class because that's the easiest way to think about it. And they're all linked, nothing works in isolation. So when you loosen off around the back, it makes sense to loosen off around the hips. So here we are, I've got 5 of them. I will post the little sheet that I use because I can't remember anything, and that'll go up as well. Now if you're on at the minute, before I start, give me some hearts, give me some likes, anything you like, but it doesn't matter. I'm not expecting anybody to be on these, quite honestly, because it's 3 o'clock on a Thursday. Friday a little bit more maybe, but 3 o'clock Thursday, who knows. But we'll get cracking. So this is where we're going to go. So I'm going to use the bench behind, I hope you can see, and we'll get going. Okay. Okay, so the first one we've got then is a figure of 4 release. Now it's called a figure of 4 because it looks like a figure of 4, and we do it in quite a few different ways, certainly in Pilates classes, and quite a lot in the I Move Freely, the intrinsic biomechanics is a fabulous one. So I'll show you what they do, and then we'll just keep rolling, so then when you get to the practice, you just go from this point onwards. Okay, so figure of 4, I'm going to lie down. Okay, you can have your head supported if you like, just a little pad or something. Now all I'm going to do, I'll describe and I'll also show you as well. So the first one we're going to do is if you take your right leg, lift your right leg up and then take the outside ankle onto the thigh closest to the screen. So I've got my left leg over right. Now that in itself can stretch. So I'll show you on this side, it's actually stretching around here. So if you've got your Marks and Spencers, all this safely gathered in knickers on, it's going to be around your knicker line and it's going to stretch. Now for some people that might be enough. Hold it here for about 5-10 seconds. If you want to increase the stretch just a little bit more, lift your supporting leg, lift. You can hold on to the back of your thigh if you like, or just hold it there. And again, 5 seconds. So this is quite deep in your bum muscle, and you can't see because I've got it facing the wall, but when I change directions I'll show you where it should be working. Okay, so lower the foot down and then switch over. So now I'm going to take the right ankle over onto the left, and again you can leave it here. If you want to, again, lift it up, either hold or just support, and it's here. It's sort of quite a broad area that it's stretching, and just hold that there. Again for about 5-10 seconds, as long as you feel comfortable. And then lower the left, uncross, and and relax. So that's your first one then. So we've got hip stretch initially. So that's figure of 4, because as you lie down, it does look like a 4 sign. Now the next one is knee sways. I'm going to turn this way so you can see my feet better. I'm not sure what angle I'll get my feet in. So feet are flat. Now for the knee sways, what I would ideally do is I would have the hands out to keep the shoulders on the floor. My bench is narrow, but I'm going to place the hands on here, so I'm pressing down to keep the shoulders down. So that's a cardinal rule with this one. Now you're going to stack your knees, ankles and feet together on top of each other, and you're going to sway your knees to one side. Now both knees are together. I may lift the hips, I may lift the lower back. Now if you want to as well, your head can turn the opposite direction. And then come back to centre, head to the centre and feet down back on the floor. Now as you swing over to the other side, again the opposite is going to happen. I'm going to turn the head towards the camera and the knees over to the other side. And I hope you can see that I've actually got the feet stacked on top of each other. They're not sort of one here and one there. And I'm just letting the weight of the knees drop to one side. So the shoulders again pin down onto the floor. So tummy pulled in and allow that hip to gently stretch. And then head back to the centre and bring your feet back to the centre. So again, alternate each side. Again, just holding for a few seconds, just making sure it feels comfortable for you. And maybe about 5 each side. You can do more as long as you feel comfortable. Okay. So crossed legs. Now I love this one because it's so simple but really effective. And we can add a sway with this if we want, but it's not vital. So again, I'm just going to lie this way. So you're lying down. And then all I'm going to do, believe it or not, is take the right leg and cross it over left. So it's as though I'm sat down. Now, we wouldn't normally encourage to cross your legs, but we want to loosen off with your hips. So we've got the knees together, but one leg's crossed over. Again, you can sway to the right. Hold that for a second or two, and then sway to the left. So you've done the swaying right and left, and you've kept the legs at the same position. It's a different stretch. Going to the right is different to the left, but when we change over legs, you'll even them up. And then come back to the centre. So I'm going to change legs, left over right, and again, sway one way. Shoulders are remaining down all the way throughout. Let the spine gently relax, gentle twist. And then come back to centre, and then to the other way. Again, your head can turn the opposite way if you're comfortable doing that. And then come back to the centre and uncross your legs. So again, that's another one we can do. That one's a little bit different, and because of different positions of your knees, you're going to get more around your hip, but also a little lower back as well. Can you see how they're tying in? Okay, so seated figure of 4. This is where it's sort of like 3 and a bit really. So if you're stuck at work and you have a seating job, this is one you can do. Now it's not ideal if you do wear dresses or skirts, ladies or gents, whatever you want to wear, but we're just thinking about the position. So I can appreciate that lying down and doing this figure of 4 hip release might not be good for you or applicable. So all we need to do is do the same but in sitting. So I'm going to lift the right ankle and place it on the left leg. Now I'm going to take the ankle bone just towards the outside of the leg. Now again, depending on the height of your chair, it could be a swivel chair, just be careful, don't go falling off or anything. This might feel okay for you. Another way you can do it is to, with your breastbone, project your breastbone forward and lean forward. So even though your legs are still, your trunk now is coming forward. So as you can see, I'm leaning forward towards the screen. And it's the same but different movement as I was led on the back, lifting the knee, legs to the chest. So it's the same movement, just different moving part. And then come back in. So like I say, if you've done the I Move Freely, this is one you should be doing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, book a free session. So again, we're holding that and then change over. So this time, opposite ankle, opposite knee. Now I will show you variation if lifting the knee up isn't good. I just hope you can see it on the video screen. So we'll lengthen here and then coming back. Again, about 5 each time Few seconds hold, you'll find that with practice and things become a little bit looser, you can hold it just a little bit more. Okay, so if, say for example, you can't lift your ankle on your knee, which is perfectly fine, all I need you to do, still keep your feet on the floor. My bench is quite tall, so I'm going to be dangling the legs, but all I'm going to do is cross one leg over the other. So it's not a cross as we did before, it's more of a passing over, and then I'm going to lean forward. It's not as effective. You can bend your knee. Again, it's not as effective, but is it better than nothing? I think so. So we can do it that way, and then change over. Again, that lean forward if you want. Remember, it's not a roll down, it's the breastbone coming forwards. So that's a variation on the lying figure of 4. And then last one, I'm really sorry, it's not very ladylike and I won't do it towards the camera, but it's an adductor stretch. So if you think about your hip muscles, you've got the ones on the outside, which we've just been stretching. You've got the ones around the back, which we help stretch with the lower back. We've also got inner thighs as well. So the easiest way to do this, I shall come back lying. Again, I'm just lying down on the bench, on the floor. Now knees and hips are together again, but this time all I'm allowing the feet to do and the knees to do is just gently open. Now depending on how mobile your hips are, how flexible you are, you may get them quite wide, which is fine. Just make sure though, when you take your knees out, your back doesn't arch. We don't want your lower back arching. So it's almost like you're doing the knees opening, but with a tiny pelvic tilt, just to help protect the back. Because you can take your knees down and the back lift up and arch, and that can be very uncomfortable. So you may not get them as wide as me, which is fine. I have funny hips and they do strange things. So even if you just go out a little bit, that's fine. You could do singles. Just make sure that when you drop the knee that you don't roll round as well. We want the other hip still. You can do alternatings, but really together would be fine. Again, just hold that for a few seconds and then 5 repetitions. And again, see if you can hold on just a little bit more each time. So I think that's it. We've done the 5. So this will always be back for you to come and replay. Remember, this is always live on the Less Pain Pilates. It's at 3 o'clock. I'm going to pick random days, but it doesn't matter whether you're there or not because we'll always put it on the blog. And the hashtag is free, F-R-E-E, at AT3. So if you ever want to find it, if you hashtag that, I'm sure it will come up. I have no idea what else will come up, but will come up. So I'll leave it for that. Thank you very much if you've been watching. And go to it. Let me know how you're going, because it's okay me doing these weird and wacky things, but if you're not watching them and if you're not doing them, I might as well go and have a cup of tea, which is what I'm going to do now. Bye bye for now.